Learning is an opportunity to use what we have learned and it broadens our horizons. Learning helps to discover our hidden talents and to overcome fear and obstacles. Life offers various challenges and we cannot let fear stop us from learning. We have to take a stand and be brave. Students, it's really frustrating not remembering the right words to express oneself. The lack of knowledge of the English language and not being fluent always keep you back from participating. Good English is not only classy but a possibility to continue studies and specialization in the best universities in the world. So, we the teachers at Dal Singh Public School are here with English communication skill classes to help you all to have a good command of English so that it can help you have more opportunities in life and your career. So let's start with the basic of self-introduction. The first thing you need to keep in mind while introducing is greeting. So now greetings can be formal or informal and it depends where you are, in which situation you are. So these are the following words and phrases which you can use in formal greetings like hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And students, don't forget that good night is always used before going to bed and good night is used while introducing in the night time. And one more thing, students, you have to keep in mind is that be specific and particular. Whether it's morning time, you have to use morning only. So you're not supposed to use afternoon and evening. So you have to be very particular while speaking. Second is informal greetings. Here you can use hey, hi, yo, what's up. But again, you have to choose one appropriate phrase that suits your personality. So now let us move towards the next, that is using your name. There are many ways of introducing your name. The very basic one is I am Pooja. I am Pooja. Now, where majority of audience can't see you, like on telephone, then you can say, my name is Pooja. My name's is, here you can use apostrophe s and then speak your name. Now, if you are in a very large auditorium, you might use this is Pooja. Even on telephone, you can say like this is Pooja here on the line. This is Pooja speaking. Now, let's talk about location. Now, when you are from and where you are living. So these things come under location. So while introducing yourself, there are many ways to describe about your location. So start with very basic one, then move towards more complicated geographical terms. So for example, I am from Karnal. You can also describe your nationality, adjective, for example, I am an Indian. If you are somewhere from a place that is far, then you can say while introducing, I come from Delhi. If you want to describe a little bit about your journey, then say, I was born and raised in Karnal. If you are born in one place but grown up at different place, then say, I was born in Delhi but raised in Karnal. If you want to say that you are from one place and now living at another place, then say, I grew up in Karnal but now live in Delhi. Or I grew up in Delhi but now live in Karnal. Or you can also use I'm originally from Delhi, but I'm now based in Karnal. If you want to say how long you have lived in a certain place, then say I have been living in Karnal for 3 years, or I have spent the past few years in Karnal. These were the basics. Now let's add on something else to make your self-introduction impressive. So the fourth point is position and qualifications. I'm a student at Dayal Singh Public School. So you can tell about, as you people all are students, so you can describe about your position in your self-introduction that I am a student at Dayal Singh Public School, Dayal Singh Colony, Karnal. Now then comes about your qualifications. I'm about to pass my grade 10th. You can say grade 9th also. I'm currently taking a course in English, or whatever subject course you can mention you want. For example, I mentioned computers. Now students, here you have to keep in mind about the usage of prepositions in and on. Now where to use in and where to use on. You may take a course in something theoretical subject. So you have to use preposition in only when you are taking a course in theoretical subject. Students, you have to keep this thing in mind. For example, a course in maths. And you may take a course on something practical subject. So if you are going through a practical subject, then you can use preposition on. For example, a course on jewelry making, pottery making. I'm taking a pottery course. So here you can use the sentence without any preposition, without in and on. Then you can speak like this, that I'm taking a pottery course. I'm taking a maths course. Now after the completion of the course, then what you should speak, you can say like this, I have completed a 72 hours course in or on whatever the name of the subject. Or you can use the adjective over here, like I have completed 72 hours maths course, pottery course. Clear, students? Basic options which you can add while introducing yourself. We'll continue next week. Goodbye, keep practicing, and thank you for watching and listening patiently.